To grow, businesses and brands need exposure. With its reported 1.56 billion daily users, where better to find that exposure than on Facebook? Though there is a potential for your ad to get exposure on Facebook, the competition is pretty intense. According to a recent research, each user sees almost hundreds of ads per day. Because of this, there is no guarantee that your ad will perform well, and the ROI that is coming from Facebook ads is on a steady decline. So, how do you ensure that you get the desired ROI on your ads? Hi guys, I'm Tanay Banerjee, and today we are going to talk about how you can boost your sales and increase your ROI by perfecting your ad copy. Writing persuasive ad copy by spinning a story around your brand that engages your audience is what will increase your ROI from Facebook ads. It will show audiences the value of your brand and how it can help solve their problems. Are you having problems with your ad copy? Let me know in the comments below. Also, please do subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss out on our weekly videos in which we discuss various strategies that help brands grow. Growing a business can be tough, exhilarating, and exhausting all at once. But remember, you are a consumer first. The first thing you need to do while writing ad copy is put yourself in the place of your consumer. What are their problems? What motivates them? What are their aspirations? How can your service or product help them? Once you have effectively placed yourself in your consumer's shoes, it will be easy for you to create a buyer persona. This buyer persona should be based on market research, real data about your existing customers. This strategy will allow you to write copy that is targeted towards the specific needs of your consumer. This perspective that we gain by being consumers is vital when you are writing persuasive ad copy. This brings us to our first tip. Find your target audience. Once you know who your target audience is, you have to be able to strike a chord with your customer and make them feel for your brand. But how do you identify your target audience in the first place? While writing, it is normal to feel like you are writing to a huge abstract crowd. But this should definitely not reflect in the copy you write for ads because it doesn't feel genuine at all. For example, if you're driving on the road and when you come across so many billboard ads, how many of them actually make you stop and how many of them actually appeal to you as a consumer? Facebook has several options that allows you to narrow your target audience to a very specific niche. Your ad copy should be a conversation you are having with a very specific individual addressing their very specific needs. Broad and vague content will lack that personal touch and will give the reader the feeling that this is not meant for me. We don't want that. Think about the different segments within your target group and write your copy accordingly. You can tailor your ad based on the tone of the ad and the kind of language you use, or at the use of emojis and so on, according to who your target audience is. Here's a Spectra tip. The tone must always appeal to the target audience while fitting in with your brand voice. There should not be a disparity. Turn heads with that headline. Facebook users see about 1500 posts on a daily basis, and you have to capture their attention and compel them to stop while scrolling through their newsfeed. The first thing that a user sees is the headline and it can make or break your ad. It sets the tone and expectation for everything to come. You have to remember that a catchy headline will not just improve your click-through rate, it will also start the interaction with a user on a positive note. And if your content keeps the promises that you make in the headline and conveys your value proposition clearly, you will have nailed your first impression. When it comes to content, there are very few who are better than Neil Patel. So here are some tips that he recommends. Use lists. Lists and data-backed headlines are heavily consumed because their perceived practical value is pretty high. Use the 4 W's: what, which, when, and why. Headlines with these words are effective because they evoke our curiosity. Use how to if the purpose of your post is education or instruction. Use emotionally charged headlines as research shows that these receive a higher number of shares moving forward. Use the 4 U's: urgency, usefulness, ultra specificity, and uniqueness. To make your headline engaging, you can use it to ask a question, give a command, state a benefit, inspire curiosity, or start a listicle. Your ad copy has to be engaging. As the ads are truncated or shortened to just the first few lines, the start of your ad needs to be super engaging. This will involve walking on the tightrope between being too vague and being too informative. Being too vague will not capture the reader's attention, and telling them everything that they need to know will not pique their curiosity. There has to be just enough information to intrigue the reader and make them click through to see the whole ad. Don't beat around the bush. You are writing copy to showcase your product or service, not your flair for the language. You got to remember, this is not an English lit exam. You don't have to write Romeo and Juliet. Just convince people that the beautiful leather bound edition you are selling is the best buy for them. The ads have to be short and have to have to the point sentences. As we have mentioned earlier, the aim of your copy is to answer any questions your consumer has about your product. When your consumer sees your ad, the information that should absolutely jump out at them is what you're offering, how it benefits them, or what problem it solves for them, and what they should do next. If you have a lot of information that has to go in the ad, try and format it using line breaks, bullet points, or emojis so that it doesn't come across as one big block of text. This makes your ad easier to read and more visually appealing. Remember that while scrolling, readers would just be skimming text and registering keywords, so emphasize the keywords for them while writing your ad copy. We personally like using the Hemingway app and think it's a fantastic tool for copywriting. Do give it a try. Make the ad sound exclusive. Exclusivity sells, and you can use this to your advantage. Always use you or your in the ad to make it sound like a personal offer, something that they can't refuse. If you have repeat customers or high spenders, make them feel valued by giving them offers or gifts. This can be an early access invite or a thank you gift. Making new customers feel like a part of your brand community is vital. Give them welcome offers or a free merchandise or first purchase discounts on the first 3 purchases or so on and so forth. Here's a tip. Promotions keep coming and have a short-lived influence. You may have to keep things dynamic if you want to keep your customers motivated. If you always offer discounts, try changing the offering sometimes for your potential consumers. The product or service is the star. Remember, you are writing the ad so that you can tell the customer about your amazing new product or service and how they absolutely have to have it or how it can solve their problems. You shouldn't just keep telling people how your service or brand is awesome. The backstory of a brand may be amazing and you may have spent a lot of time in perfecting your brand image. But unless the service you are providing is brand imaging, it just doesn't make sense to talk about all that in your Facebook ad. Because the universal truth in marketing is, no consumer cares about your brand. They just care about the problem your product or service solves for them. To grab the reader's attention, focus the ad copy on how your product can help solve a problem that they have. Ensure that they remain engaged by copy that tells them about the positive impact the product or service will have on their lives. Stand out from the crowd. Look around. There's too much competition. There are probably competitors with better prices, higher discounts, or something or the other. If the readers are seeing your ads, they're 100% seeing the others' ads as well. So your ads don't just have to sell a shampoo, but also tell your audience why your shampoo is better than all the others in the market. Does it have premium materials? Is your product organic? Is it cruelty free? Is it locally manufactured or handmade? To make sure your voice is heard, you have to make sure your ad copy informs your readers about what makes you stand a head and shoulder above the crowd. Be bold and assertive when it comes to your ad copy. Just like in an interview, unless you believe you are good enough, why will your customers? Always make sure that your bold claims are backed by solid data. Otherwise, you might also risk losing customers. So you walk that tightrope. Use testimonials if available. Testimonials or customer reviews are a great way to put across to your reader that your product or service is well liked. If you have received any media attention, appeared on a public platform, or have any celebrity or influencers endorsing your product or service, make the most of it. The reader will tend to trust a more well-known product over a less well-known one. It's a universal truth. Have a clear call to action. Your ad may be visually appealing and might have great copy, but if it doesn't give the reader a clear instruction on what to do next, it has not served its true and glorious purpose. The CTA for your ad is based on what you want your customer to do. Do you want them to go to the website? Do you want to increase your brand awareness? Do you want them to buy something? Without a relevant CTA, the user will have no idea on how they can carry out the action and your ad will be pointless. Your CTA should prompt them to take that action. This can be achieved sometimes by adding a sense of urgency like your sales ending today or early bird sale or don't miss out or now, or it can even imply scarcity. Limited stocks only X amount of products left, limited editions while stock lasts. Basically anything that will urge them to take some action. Numbers don't lie. Yes, it's been drilled into all our heads and we largely live by it. While writing the headline or ad copy, add the cost of your product or services, and if there is a discount or sale, write the percentage that they will be getting off so that the reader is well informed from the start. Another tactic that has seen definite results and will make for an effective addition to your ad copy is including relevant statistics. Seeing numbers helps your reader feel that the process is transparent and there is no hidden agenda. Ad incentives. Your customer has several options to choose from. So your ad has to make them feel that you are worthy of their attention. Offer them incentives. If, for example, if you need a subscriber base, you can offer a free ebook in exchange for their email address. If you're selling a service, a free downloadable that gives them an instruction on the same could hook them and make them come back for more. Last but not the least, test your ads. Just like everything else, the only way to know if your ads are effective is by testing the results. The best way to test is to run different versions of the same ad. For example, same copy with different visuals and presentation or different copy with the same visual. And see which one gets more action. Clicks, likes, comments, conversions, etc. This is important because even within your target audience, there are bound to be small segments. For example, everyone who enjoys movies will probably not enjoy horror movies. The same way, one version of your ad may resonate with a particular segment of your target audience, but may not make a huge impression on others. Another test you can conduct is for which CTAs actually work for you, so that you can refine your next ad copy accordingly. Embrace A/B split testing and apply the most successful copy plus CTA combination for higher clicks. The purpose of an ad is to generate sales, and you need to make sure that you are designing your ad with this in mind. And while the visual of the ad is the body, the copy is the heart that is pumping life into that body. While that may sound dramatic, it is true. Ad copy allows you to communicate to your reader who you are, what you do, and how you are going to change their life. So make sure you understand your target audience and what kind of copy will attract and then retain their attention. We hope that the techniques we talked about in this video will help you write better ad copy. Combine them or mix them up to publish ads that get high conversion rates, increase lead generation, and a jump in sales. And leave us a message in the comment to let us know how it all turns out. We release weekly videos with the aim of helping brands and businesses take the digital world by storm. So don't forget to hit the bell icon so you will be notified whenever we release a video. For more tips and tricks on making your mark in the digital space, you can follow us on Instagram at SpectraCubeDigital for more value-adding content on the go. You can also join our Facebook community for value-adding content. The link's in the description. And also sign up for our weekly newsletter so that you can stay in the loop. But don't worry, we won't spam you. I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers.